so happy to be with you again today to cook something else. Something for the holiday that we're going to be celebrating very soon. Do you remember the name of that holiday? It happens every springtime. Right, Passover. So on Passover, we eat some very special foods, and some of those special foods are on our Seder plate. This is my Seder plate, and let's see, what are we gonna cook from our Seder plate? Are we gonna cook some lettuce? No. Are we gonna cook some parsley? No. Are we going to cook an egg? We could, but that's not what we're doing today. Are we gonna cook some horseradish? Hot, hot, hot. I don't think we're gonna cook that. Are we going to cook a bone? The last thing that's left on my Seder plate that we might be able to cook is something sweet, something we chop up with apples, with some nuts, with some grape juice, some honey. It helps things stick together when we tell our story about Passover. Do you know what it's called? Oh, I hear you. I think you're guessing. Great! We're cooking Charoset. We don't have to cook it. We're going to make it. So I'm going to move my Seder plate over here so I have some room. And I need a cutting board. I need a safe knife. Ask mom or dad or grandma, whoever's with you, for a plastic knife or a bamboo knife. Or if you have the special knives that we have at school, that's good too. And we also need a plastic bag. I use a freezer bag because it's a little bit thicker. And I wrote on it, Charoset for Passover, so I know I'm ready. So we're gonna open it up to get it ready. And the first thing we need are some, do you know what these are? Apples, yes, we need some apples. So I know you're really good at this because I've seen you do it. I've got some chopped up already, and I'm just gonna chop up the rest with my knife over here. Flies sometimes, and that's okay. We'll just get those pieces any shape, it doesn't matter. They don't have to be too small because we're going to chop them up even more. So I'm putting them in my bowl. Here's my bowl of apples. I'm gonna add them in. And you can use as many apples if you want. If you want lots of people to eat it, you can get a big freezer bag and do it in there. I'm just going to do it in a little freezer bag. So I've got my apples. I'm going to open the bag and I'm going to put them in. Here they go into my bag. That's lots of fun too, and they might spill out, and that's okay. You can pick them up and put them back in. All my apples are in there. And you'll notice I have a towel on my table. There's a reason why. Wonder if you can guess why. I'll keep putting in the ingredients and you keep thinking about why we might have a towel on my table. So for Charoset, we need apples. Now, some people won't have apples, and some people in different countries don't even use apples. Some people use pears, some people use bananas. Can you believe it? Some people use oranges. Whatever you have is good. Traditionally, my family used apples. And the next thing we put in are nuts. And I love walnuts. So I'm putting walnuts in. If you don't like walnuts, what other nuts can you use? Right. You could use almonds, hazelnuts, even peanuts. Great. So we have some walnuts in there. And the next thing I'm gonna do, because I love it, again, you don't have to put this in, is a little bit of, remember this? We used it for our baking before when we made our muffins. Some of us used it. Oh, it smells so good. It's cinnamon. So I'm gonna put a little bit, a quarter of a teaspoon of cinnamon in, because I like the warm flavor of it. And then, if you want, you could put raisins in to make it sweet. You can put dates in to make it sweet. You could put honey to make it sweet. Even maple syrup, whatever you think you like. I'm gonna put in a few raisins with this one. And maybe a little bit of honey. Let's see. Because I have my special honey dripper in here. Let's see if I can do this. In it goes. Watch that honey go in. I love honey. Okay, in goes the honey. Now, what else do I need? Oh yeah, I need a little bit of grape juice. I'm just going to put a little bit in now. And when I'm finished chopping this up, I'll add some more if I think it needs it. So the next thing to do is to make sure that this is sealed really, really well, because we don't want anything to come out. So I'm gonna get out all the air. You can ask an adult to help you do this. Close it a little bit, squeeze out the air, close it a little bit, squeeze out the air, close a little bit, squeeze. There we go, we've got all our ingredients in here, but it's not chopped up. The next thing we have to do is get a rolling pin. I have two kinds, this kind and I have this kind. I wonder which, maybe I'll use both. Let's see, I'll start with this kind. And we're going to chop it up. Do you hear? Can you hear me chopping? That's why I have my towel here. If I didn't have my towel, this would sound even louder than that. So I'm gonna do a little bit of chopping and I'll come right back. You chop too, and we'll see what it looks like. Oh boy, my arms are getting tired. Let's sing a song while we're doing this. How about this? Die, die, yenu, die, die, yenu, die, die, yenu, die, yenu, die, yenu, die, yenu, die, die, yenu, die, die, yenu, die, die, yenu, die, yenu, die, yenu. Let's see. Mine's pretty chopped up because I've been chopping for a long, long time. How does yours look? All right, it can be as finely chopped as you want, or it can be in bigger pieces too. Now I have my bowl from where we had our apples before. So I'm going to open this up and I'm going to put it in my bowl. Whoa, it made a lot. Do you see it? Oh, it smells so good. It reminds me of Passover. Here it is. And I think mine could use maybe a little bit more grape juice. Seems a little bit dry. So I'm going to put a little bit more grape juice in. And I think I like mine to stick together a little bit more. So I'm going to get my honey dipper. I'm going to put some more honey in it. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to try it. You're going to have the most amazing Passover Seder with your own homemade Charoset. Okay, let's try that and see. I'm going to stir it up. That's looking good. Do you see? Oh, doesn't it smell great? This always reminds me of when I had my Passover Seders when I was a little girl. Okay, now the taste test. I'm going to take out a piece of matzah. I can't wait. Here's some matzah. And I'm going to break it into a little piece. And I'm going to put a little bit of our charoset on it. Wow. Can you believe it? Take a bite with me. 1, 2, 3. Echad, shtaim, shalosh. Here we go. This is really good. I can't wait to see your pictures of your Charoset and what it looks like. Don't forget to send it in to your teachers. Until I see you next time, Chag Pesach Sameach. Have a wonderful holiday.